Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here. Today, we'll be exploring comprehensive device management and security with Microsoft Intune and Windows Autopilot. Our focus will be on ensuring compliance, enhancing security, and streamlining the deployment of corporate devices. Over the next few minutes, we'll cover key strategies and best practices to help you optimize your device management processes. So, let's get started. Now, let's take a closer look at the purpose of device restrictions in Microsoft Intune. Essentially, these restrictions set the rules for managing Windows Autopilot devices right from when they join the company network. The goal here is to make sure that devices are aligned with our company policies from day one. By enforcing these controls, we not only enhance security, but also help protect our corporate data. It's about creating a secure, consistent environment where every device behaves according to our standards, reducing risks and ensuring smooth operations across the organization. So, what exactly is Windows Autopilot? Well, it's a powerful technology that allows for comprehensive device management and security, especially when used alongside Microsoft Intune. The main idea is that it enables automatic device provisioning, meaning devices can be set up without requiring manual involvement from IT teams. This significantly streamlines the entire setup process and boosts efficiency across organizations. Now, let's talk about the benefits of automatic provisioning. With Windows Autopilot, every device can be configured to be ready for work right out of the box, with consistent settings applied every time. Plus, security measures are baked in from day one, so your devices are protected from the moment users start working on them. This seamless setup is made possible through tight integration with Microsoft Intune. Organizations can predefine profiles and policies that are automatically applied during provisioning, ensuring uniformity and compliance without extra effort. And because Windows Autopilot is a cloud-based deployment technology, it simplifies the entire process of device enrollment and setup. It removes the need for manual intervention by IT staff, making onboarding faster and more reliable. Overall, it's a game changer for modern device management, helping organizations deploy and secure devices efficiently and effectively. Today, I want to talk about the purpose of device restrictions. Essentially, these restrictions help us manage and secure devices across the organization using tools like Microsoft Intune and Windows Autopilot. They make sure that every device aligns with our company's security, privacy, hardware, application, and network standards. By doing so, we ensure that all devices meet organizational requirements and follow best practices. One of the key benefits is ensuring compliance standards. Device restrictions automate many aspects of device setup, which not only reduces human errors, but also speeds up deployment. This automation simplifies the onboarding process, saving us time and boosting overall efficiency. Another important point is limiting unauthorized devices. Device restrictions allow us to control which hardware can be enrolled, preventing personal or unapproved devices from accessing our corporate resources. This is crucial for maintaining security and protecting sensitive information. Finally, these restrictions play a vital role in protecting company data. They enforce security and compliance rules immediately, helping us safeguard sensitive information from potential threats. Overall, device restrictions are a fundamental part of our security strategy, ensuring that our devices serve our organizational goals safely and effectively. Let's take a closer look at the types of device restrictions overview. First, network connectivity and enrollment policies are carefully regulated. This is crucial because it ensures that devices communicate securely and reliably with our systems. When these policies are in place, we can prevent unauthorized access and maintain a stable connection. Next, we have application control through AppLocker. This feature blocks unauthorized software from running on devices, helping us keep a secure and controlled application environment. It's about making sure only approved applications are used, which reduces risks and enhances security. Then there's hardware compatibility. Intune enforces hardware requirements like TPM2, which is essential for device integrity and security. By doing so, we ensure that only devices that meet our standards and are compatible with our security features are in use. Moving on, privacy management plays a vital role. It manages data collection, app permissions, and user tracking. These controls are key to safeguarding user data and maintaining user trust, making sure that privacy is always a priority. Finally, security restrictions with Microsoft Intune are applied to devices managed through Windows Autopilot. These include access management, encryption, and threat protection measures. Together, these controls help us protect devices from threats and unauthorized access, reinforcing our overall security posture. All these elements work together to create a comprehensive device management and security framework, which is fundamental to our overall strategy of secure, reliable, and user-focused device deployment. Let's take a closer look at security restrictions and how they help us protect our devices and data. First, compliance checks and conditional access are crucial because they make sure only secure devices can access company resources. This means that if a device is compromised or doesn't meet security standards, it won't be allowed in, helping us prevent potential breaches. Next, Microsoft Defender Antivirus provides real-time protection, actively scanning and blocking threats as they happen. When integrated with other security tools, this really boosts our overall security posture. We also have remote wipe capabilities, which are vital if a device gets lost or stolen. Being able to remotely erase all company data minimizes the risk of sensitive information falling into the wrong hands. In terms of access, strict controls are in place to ensure only authorized users and administrators can log in. This layer of restriction prevents unauthorized access and keeps our systems secure. Finally, BitLocker encryption plays a key role in data protection. It encrypts data both at rest and during transit, making sure that sensitive company information remains secure, no matter where it is. All these measures work together to create a comprehensive security framework that supports our overall goal of safeguarding our digital environment. Let's take a closer look at privacy restrictions in Intune. Privacy settings give us the ability to turn off features like Cortana on the lock screen and Windows Spotlight. This is important because it helps minimize unnecessary data collection and boosts user privacy. When it comes to app permissions, companies can control what apps are allowed to access. For example, store apps can be restricted so they only access the data they truly need to function. This ensures better control over user information. Intune also allows us to disable location services and user tracking. Protecting user privacy and sensitive information is critical, especially in organizational environments. Another key point is managing advertising IDs. Organizations can prevent personalized ads by controlling these IDs, making sure user data isn't exploited for targeted advertising. Finally, privacy settings in Intune enable us to block or permit camera use on devices. This helps maintain security and ensures compliance with organizational policies. Overall, these privacy features are essential for safeguarding user data while still allowing us to manage devices effectively. Let's take a closer look at the hardware restrictions for Windows Autopilot. It's important to understand that hardware upgrades might be necessary to meet these requirements, so careful planning is key to avoid any deployment delays. First, devices need to meet certain minimum CPU standards, especially if you're deploying Windows 11. This ensures compatibility and that everything runs smoothly during the deployment process. If the hardware isn't up to par, it can cause performance issues or delays, so checking CPU standards beforehand is crucial. Next, secure boot is a mandatory feature. This helps prevent unauthorized firmware from running on the device, which significantly enhances security by ensuring only trusted software can start up. Finally, Intune requires devices to have TPM2. This chip is vital for secure cryptographic operations, providing a strong layer of security and ensuring compliance with modern standards. All these hardware requirements are designed to ensure a secure, reliable, and efficient deployment process, aligning with our goal of comprehensive device management and security with Microsoft Intune and Windows Autopilot. Now let's talk about AppLocker and how it helps us control which applications can run on our devices. Essentially, AppLocker blocks unauthorized or unapproved applications from executing, ensuring that only safe, company-approved software is operational on Windows Autopilot devices. This is a key security measure to prevent potential threats and maintain compliance. Administrators have the ability to create and test these rules on devices before deploying them broadly. This pre-deployment testing helps us ensure that the rules work as intended without disrupting user productivity. Once ready, these AppLocker rules are delivered to all managed devices through Intune profiles, making the process centralized and straightforward. This centralized management simplifies enforcement across the organization, ensuring consistent application of restrictions. Additionally, when users try to open a blocked app, they receive clear messages explaining that the application isn't permitted. This not only provides transparency, but also reinforces our policies and helps users understand the importance of compliance. Overall, integrating AppLocker with Intune and Windows Autopilot gives us a powerful way to secure our environment, control application usage, and maintain a consistent security posture across all devices. On this slide, we're focusing on network restrictions and enrollment policies, which are crucial for maintaining a secure and controlled environment. Policies ensure that only authorized devices can access our corporate resources, which helps us protect the integrity and security of our network. We implement measures like multi-factor authentication and conditional access to add extra layers of security, making it much harder for unauthorized users to gain access. These steps are essential for safeguarding sensitive information and maintaining trust. To further control device access, we use enrollment filters, device IDs, and group tags. These tools help us limit access to approved devices only, ensuring that no unverified or personal devices can connect to our network. Speaking of personal devices, we restrict their ability to join our company networks. This policy is in place to prevent potential security risks and protect our corporate resources from unauthorized access. Finally, during device setup, network controls require a connection. This is important because it ensures that autopilot profiles are received correctly, enabling us to manage devices efficiently right from the start. Overall, these policies work together to create a secure, well-managed environment that supports our broader goal of safeguarding our digital workspace. Now, let's look at how Intune uses device ownership status to manage security and compliance. When a device is registered and assigned a deployment profile, Intune sets its ownership status, either as personal or corporate-owned. This is a key step because it determines what controls and policies are applied to that device. For personal devices, the policies usually allow more flexibility for the user, but still maintain enough security to protect organizational data. These policies are designed to balance user convenience with security needs. On the other hand, corporate-owned devices are fully managed by the organization. They have strict security and compliance rules in place, which help us maintain control over device usage and ensure data protection. By properly setting and managing ownership status, we can prevent unauthorized access and make sure that each device complies with our organizational standards. This approach helps us create a secure, flexible environment that supports both user needs and security requirements. Now, let's look at how enrollment policies and filtering play a crucial role in maintaining a secure and compliant device environment. These policies are designed to help us manage our device fleet effectively and ensure organizational data stays protected. One key aspect is the use of device identifiers, such as serial numbers or hardware hashes, which can be added to allow lists. This means only authorized devices are permitted to enroll, adding an extra layer of security. We also have the option to block personally owned devices from enrolling when necessary. This helps us maintain control over our device ecosystem and prevent potential security risks from unmanaged devices. Platform restrictions are another important tool. Using Microsoft Endpoint Manager, we can configure which platforms are allowed to enroll, ensuring only approved platforms gain access. Finally, administrators can manage device enrollment by creating specific device groups and filters. These groups help us assign rules and policies, keeping everything organized and compliant with our overall security standards. All these measures work together to create a robust enrollment process that supports our goal of a secure, compliant, and well-managed device environment. Now, let's talk about deployment profiles and device registration. Proper profile configuration is really key here because it helps prevent enrollment errors, making the whole process smoother. But it's not just about avoiding issues. These profiles also enforce security postures, which are essential for protecting organizational data. Devices need to meet certain enrollment criteria before they can be provisioned. This step ensures that only compliant and approved devices are enrolled, aligning with our organization's policies and standards. It's a way to maintain control and security from the start. When it comes to linking hardware hashes during registration, this process ties each device to a specific company account. It's a crucial step because it guarantees that only authorized devices are enrolled, reducing the risk of unauthorized access. Additionally, marking devices as corporate-owned by joining them to Microsoft Entra ID helps us clearly distinguish between personal and organizational assets. This distinction is important for managing security and ownership rights effectively. Finally, deployment profiles in Intune play a vital role. They control how devices join the organization. They ensure that each device is properly integrated into our corporate environment, aligning with our management and security strategies. All these steps together create a robust, secure, and efficient device onboarding process. Now, let's take a look at some common enrollment errors and how we can troubleshoot them effectively. First up, device enrollment restrictions. Sometimes, these restrictions can block certain devices from enrolling altogether. It's important to review and adjust these policies to ensure they align with our compliance requirements and allow the devices we want to enroll. Next, we have errors that happen during app installation. These often stem from conflicting policies within Intune. To diagnose these issues, checking the Intune enrollment status page can provide detailed troubleshooting information, helping us pinpoint exactly where the problem lies. Conditional access policies can also interfere with app installations. If these policies are too restrictive, they might prevent apps from installing successfully. Using logs and diagnostics can help identify these errors and guide us towards the right resolution. Moving on to TPM attestation failures, these can disrupt the enrollment process by failing to verify device integrity. To fix this, we need to verify device ownership and ensure the correct licensing is in place, which can resolve these attestation issues. Finally, there's the specific error code 80,180,014, which occurs when personal devices are blocked during enrollment. The key here is to review the device enrollment restriction policies to make sure personal devices are permitted if they need to be. By understanding these common issues and knowing where to check, we can troubleshoot effectively and keep our device enrollment smooth and secure. Let's talk about balancing security and usability. It's crucial to find that sweet spot where we protect our data without making things too cumbersome for users. One key way to do this is through comprehensive device management and security with tools like Microsoft Intune and Windows Autopilot. These help us manage devices efficiently and securely. On this slide, I want to emphasize the importance of regularly reviewing and adjusting our policies. As technology and user needs evolve, our policies should too. Continuous improvement ensures that we're minimizing errors and disruptions while maintaining strong security. When it comes to authentication, setting reasonable lockout limits combined with multi-factor authentication really strikes a balance. It keeps our systems secure without making the login process too frustrating for users. It's all about finding that middle ground. User education is also vital. Teaching users about why security matters and the rules they need to follow empowers them. When users understand the reasoning behind policies, they're more likely to follow them effectively, which strengthens our overall security posture. Another important point is safeguarding personal devices through app protection policies. This allows us to secure sensitive data on personal devices without overly restricting device usage, which is a key part of user acceptance. Finally, implementing layered security with conditional access based on compliance helps us provide robust protection. This approach ensures that security measures are flexible enough to meet user needs while still maintaining strong defenses against threats. Overall, balancing these elements helps us create a secure environment that also respects user convenience. It's about continuous adjustment and education to keep us aligned with our evolving security landscape. Let's delve into some best practices for managing device restrictions effectively. First, leveraging Intune tools for centralized management and version control is crucial. This approach simplifies how we administer and track device policies, ensuring consistency across the board. Next, providing clear communication and training for end users plays a vital role. When users understand the restrictions and how to comply, it makes enforcement much smoother and helps maintain security without causing frustration. It's also important to conduct frequent policy reviews and updates. Regularly revisiting our security measures ensures they stay relevant and effective against evolving threats. Policy review should be an ongoing process rather than a one-time effort. Another key point is using dynamic groups in Intune to target policies accurately. This allows us to apply restrictions precisely to the right devices, reducing errors and improving overall management efficiency. Finally, adopting a layered protection approach, applying multiple security measures rather than relying on just one, is essential. This creates a more robust defense against potential security threats, safeguarding our devices and data comprehensively. All of these practices tie back to our overall goal: creating a secure, manageable, and user-friendly device environment. Now, let's talk about compliance monitoring and reporting. Regularly monitoring our devices is essential to maintaining a secure and compliant environment. By taking this proactive approach, we can identify and address issues before they become major problems, which helps minimize risks and enhances overall security. Intune provides powerful reporting capabilities that support audits and help meet regulatory requirements. This makes it easier for organizations to stay aligned with legal standards and avoid potential penalties. Another key point is that Intune allows us to monitor how effective our restriction rules are. This means we can verify that policies we've put in place are actually working as intended, giving us confidence in our security measures. Dashboards play a crucial role here. They help us quickly identify devices that don't meet security or enrollment policies. This enables us to respond promptly to vulnerabilities and prevent potential breaches. Finally, with real-time compliance tracking through dashboards and reports, we can constantly keep an eye on device status. This immediate visibility ensures we can act swiftly when devices fall out of compliance, keeping our entire environment secure and aligned with our policies. Now, let's take a look at the latest updates in device restrictions. These enhancements are part of our ongoing effort to provide comprehensive device management and security using Microsoft Intune and Windows Autopilot. One of the key areas we've improved is compliance enforcement. We've made updates to ensure that policies are enforced more effectively, which is critical for maintaining a secure environment. Staying current with these updates is essential for keeping your devices protected and managing them efficiently. We've also enhanced our endpoint security policies. These updates are designed to address emerging threats, strengthening our defenses and improving overall security posture. It's about staying ahead of potential vulnerabilities and ensuring our devices remain secure. Another important update involves device property filters. We've introduced new filters that allow for more precise targeting of policies. This means administrators can now apply policies more effectively based on specific device attributes, making management more granular and tailored to different device types or configurations. Finally, we've made significant improvements to app protection and the Disk Encryption Framework Configuration Interface, or DFCI profile support. These updates help bolster device security further and make management processes smoother and more streamlined. All these updates come together to provide a more robust, flexible, and secure management environment, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of safeguarding our digital workspace while simplifying administration. Now, let's wrap up with some frequently asked questions that often come up when managing devices with Microsoft Intune and Windows Autopilot. These FAQs help clarify common concerns, such as understanding different error codes, the distinctions between device ownership, and the scope of restrictions. They are a valuable resource for troubleshooting and gaining a clearer understanding of how these tools work in real-world scenarios. Regular review and troubleshooting are key to keeping everything running smoothly. By proactively addressing issues like error codes or restrictions, we can prevent larger problems down the line and ensure a seamless user experience. When it comes to controlling access, enrollment policies and filters are vital. They help us ensure that only compliant and secure devices are allowed onto the network, which is essential for maintaining security standards. Restrictions are another critical aspect. They cover a wide range, including security settings, privacy controls, hardware configurations, applications, and network access. These restrictions are applied based on device ownership, which determines the policies that are enforced on each device. Finally, the scope of device restrictions in Microsoft Intune for Windows Autopilot is fundamental. They help secure company devices from the moment they're set up, automating setup processes, enforcing compliance, and safeguarding against threats. All these elements work together to provide comprehensive device management and security, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of maintaining a secure, efficient, and productive device environment. Let's wrap up by encouraging you to dive deeper into this topic. If you want a comprehensive understanding of device restrictions in Microsoft Intune for Windows Autopilot, there's a detailed article available. It covers everything from the key points of device restrictions to troubleshooting tips and best practices. I highly recommend visiting the link on the slide to explore it further. Remember, mastering these restrictions helps ensure your devices are secure, compliant, and tailored to your organizational needs. This knowledge ties back to our overall goal of effective device management and security. So, take a moment to read the full article and solidify your understanding.